Okay, back with another patching tip video on the Behringer 2600. This time it's going to be about filter pinging and also a little bit about reverb feedback. So the plan is I'll first play the patch and then I'll explain it a little bit and then we'll unpatch and try to rebuild it before my phone runs out of time. So hopefully we can fit it all in. So what's happening here, when the switch is on this side, we just get the pinging, which is random timing. But when it switches to this side, the other side, we get a little bit of reverb feedback, which is then being ring modded with oscillator 2. So you can speed it up here. Or here. And then I have oscillator 3 pinging the filter as well. Just for some extra hits. So before I unpatch quickly, I just want to show the reverb feedback. This is the direct out from the reverb. There you can hear it feeding back. So what I have going on here is I have the reverb out going into the lag, and then out of the lag into the electronic switch, and then out of the switch back into the reverb, and then I'm multing the out. So if we unlag it, when it switches to this side, we get some feedback. So this will kind of stabilize if you're not going through the switch. What the switch does is it makes the feedback ramp up and increase to the point where it becomes a high-pitched oscillation. So I'm using that as like a fourth oscillator to have something to ring mod, because I'm using the other two oscillators in low frequency for pinging. So we'll unpatch this quickly. One of the nice things about the 2600 is it's really quick to unpatch compared to Eurorack or 5U. Some people complain that the jacks don't have the little metal things that reduce the stress on the PCB, but the fact that they don't have them means you can just quickly pull all the cables out. Like so. It'd take like 10 times longer on my other systems. So I'm gonna try to sort these cables out. So the first thing I'm doing is using oscillator 1 as a low frequency to trigger the synth. So this will let me clock the envelope from oscillator 1. And then the idea is you clock the sample and hold with this as well. And then send the sample and hold to oscillator 1. And that gives this kind of pattern. So to ping the filter, I'm using the ADSR. If we reduce the resonance, get rid of the ring mod. So that's the pinging sound we're looking for. Now taking the sample and hold to the filter and adding a bit of VCO2 mod. So to make this louder, because it's kind of quiet, I'm gonna run the VCA into the preamp, and then from the preamp right to the output. So now we have some more strength to the signal. To get a bit of a stronger pinging sound, you can malt the envelope and run multiple copies of it to the filter. This might be kind of subtle, but this is what I was doing in the other patch. So that's like half the patch. We still have oscillator 2 available if we bring up the ring mod. It's being brought in by the VCO1 in low. If we speed it up, it will get to like normal ring mod sounds, but so to make something else happen with the ring mod, I am sending the reverb back to itself through the switch. So you take the reverb out into the lag, and then out of the lag into the switch, and then out of the switch back into the preamp, or sorry, into the reverb. And then if we turn the reverb up and we take a copy of the reverb out, we can just listen to it. So that gives us our sound for the ring mod. Need a longer cable. So into the ring mod. Now our main patch. I leave the ring mod like halfway down because it's kind of loud compared to the ping sound. So last thing I was doing is sending, well, the saw from VCO3 is normal to the filter, so you can use that to ping as well. And then it's kind of nice to mod the filter a little bit with VCO3 as well. So you can lag the reverb feedback. If it's too high pitch, you can sort of control the oscillator, the reverb feedback oscillator with the lag. So it looks like we actually made it through this whole patch. Last quick thing I was doing is running the internal clock out to the saw input of oscillator 3.